Good morning, everyone. Today we have the feast of Saint Bartholomew, one of the disciples, one of the apostles. It's an interesting reading that we pick up, though, in John's Gospel, chapter 1, verses 45 to 51, where it talks about the calling of Nathaniel. And people say, well, is Nathaniel the person who became Bartholomew? And the assumption is generally, by biblical scholars and theologians, yes. So the calling of Nathaniel is what Bartholomew would have gone through. Sadly, unfortunately, Bartholomew was martyred, as with most of the apostles, in a pretty horrific way. And I won't go into the details, but not good. But Jesus says to Nathaniel, Nathaniel, I saw you under the fig tree. And Nathaniel was a bit thrown by this because he hadn't noticed that Jesus had seen him under the fig tree. And yet it was enough to convert him. And we so ask ourselves, well, why is it that Nathaniel felt that this was so significant that Jesus said, I saw you under the fig tree? Well, it would have been a custom for people who were praying in those days to find a secluded place and a cool place to say their prayers and to be devoted. And so when Jesus saw Nathaniel, not necessarily literally, he was saying, I encountered you in your prayers. I saw you as you prayed. I saw you in your spirituality. And that probably threw Nathaniel a lot and said, you really are God. I believe in that. And so it's a conversion, I think, that is important to consider, that Jesus does see us, not just physically, but he encounters us in our prayers. And you say, well, that's a bit strange. Except we need to understand, when we're praying, we are praying to him. Why would he not see us? Why would he not hear our prayers? We ask ourselves, how would we respond if we considered every time that we pray that we are actually talking to Jesus and he's saying to you, to each of us, I saw you in your prayers. I heard you. I encountered you. We remind ourselves that prayer is a communication with God. It's something that we should make time for every day and make our lives a life of prayer where God is always part of what we're doing. You have a wonderful day and keep yourself safe. We'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.